Morning. We're doing the avocado toast thing and the recap thing and the morning message for the Gramsci thing. Why not? Let's do that. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Man. Oh, shitski. Bitch. We just did a little HEB sourdough. Classic. A shithole avocado. Classic. Campari tomatoes grilled ski. Couple slices of arug. A heavy fucking ancient balsamic vinaigrette. The way that bite just tasted. It's like,
that's exactly what we need.
It's not even funny how good that is.
Wow. Yeah, no,
like I get when this menu item like came out like 12 years ago.
Right.
Why the shit was $13.99.
Yeah.
It'd be like one slice of bread $13.99.
Exactly. Most expensive shit than
Bro, try that shit for real.
Yeah. Off of fucking sourdough. Let's be.
You weren't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So is the spirit message.
Mm-hmm.
Okay guys, so we woke up. Today we're at it, it's Monday. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling amazing.
Amazing.
Last night was a movie. Thanks y'all. Thanks Austin.
Yeah.
We won't be back for some time. To do that.
I'm glad to resurrected from the city one time.
I had to, couldn't, like, we went out, like,
right, like
you guys know when we last left
that's
Austin
right.
and when we came to the country.
Yeah, had to redo.
Had to level up on them.
Had to recourse.
Yeah, absolutely a recourse. So, we do the Austin Shitski last night. It was proper. I mean, I don't think you girls get it at this point. Me and Dennis have a different workflow than you girls. We're gonna really be making our abundance like some squirrels. Every time the squirrel spirit's gonna come through. Because for us, we're children of the winter, okay? When you're a child of the winter, you understand that the rations are sparse. And so, part of our savvy when it comes to building infrastructure comes from the little nuts we keep in our sack in case we run out, you know? So when you see us go crazy, it's like a one-stop shop. And you're always like, whoa.
Y'all are going crazy.
Kind of seems like y'all are doing a lot. Yo.
Wow. Yeah. This would be your crisp $13.99. Alright. Yeah, I get it. This is why rich people
I get it.
eat like this.
They eat like this for real.
We're on that frequency right now. I'm in that class.
And that calls for Shursky.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Throw that shit back on there. Whoa. I thought it was heavy with the balsam.
Mm-hmm. The balsam?
And it's like you eat it, $13.99, and you like evaporate. You're like scanning. You're like,
Yeah, literally. That's what this is.
What? Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's not nice. You put a fucking shit on the shit, no, it's good.
That's like when they discovered the sandwich.
Right.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
That
Big.
shit was clunky.
Big.
So, why just like split the deck perfectly? It's fucking weird. Oh, it's actually just this card. So anyways, the message for today. Wanted to do it on Instagram because fuck off. But the message is super light for today, bruv. It's like our whole Earth Kingdom, the Earth sign kingdom, yeah? The thing about the guys that they're really here to teach us is evolution, period. But evolution takes place over the course of like any now moment. Like if you check in with anything and science can confirm that this is like in a changing state, as in like it's evolving, as in like you may not be able to calculate the step-by-step changes in like, if we took a screenshot now, like, is it changed? Is it changed? Is it changed? You get what I'm saying? So many of you have looked at my life up until this point, because I've been presenting it kind of first person. So like when I've been going through these crazy trials and tribulations, that's what I thought they were, trials and tribulations. Until you get to a moment like the Virgo new moon checkpoint where it's like, it's not a pot of gold descending from the sky because of one action. It would be an accumulation of amassing wealth from this place that says, for example, me and Dennis, a lot of people, when you'd be so surprised how much critique Dennis and I get, because most people really don't know, many people who do long-term wealth building. Long-term wealth building is not the same. Let's just say you're not going to be bowling the same game as someone who has like very short-sighted goals. There's nothing wrong with wanting a goal that's like soon to come. I'm not even saying like we're better. No, it's just a completely different thing. So what me and so for example, I meet my husband when I'm Twinkie, a proper 20 years old. At this point, that's over 8 years ago. And when I think about how much along the journey it was, you know, because me and Dennis, I mean, according to these guys, it's gonna be like kind of like an F low key, just because of our rebellious spirit and our silly goofy mood all the time. We're definitely gonna usually fail the short-term test in their eyes. From, you know, I tell a different story here, but I'm just gonna tell you what most people, when they're looking at us, because I think people, this is what I'm saying, we're also so in our rising sign all the time, like we're always so Aries and Gemini, bitches like forget. It's like, baby, it's a Saturn stellium combined. Me and Dennis have shared like 20 like Saturn ruled placements. I'm not even kidding you. Very Saturnian relationship. And that's another reason why these bitches like, they get with us for like 2 weeks, and then after the third week they're like, you're still doing the same. I'm like, it's Saturn running the game. Like, we're so simple. Like, I'm still doing, I'm gonna wake up, drink a black cup of coffee, fucking eat a single slice of fucking $13.99 toast. I'm gonna stand here, look at this man, look at myself, look at this man again, look at myself again. It's gonna be the same thing every day.
Right.
And I think that a lot of people, like I said, they don't do proper with Saturn. Okay, I can't help you girls. But don't come into an Aquarius and a Capricorn stellium.
And act like it's our problem.
Act like it's our problem, but specifically, like, you guys have mislabeled us up until this point. Sure. Many people, believe it or not, many of you investors watching, that was what you used to say about me. I heard you in the ether. This bitch, she can't work. Whoa. Matter of fact, I have more Saturn placements than you hoes. No. Matter of fact, you struggle with work more than I do. What? Because I never stop working. Whoa. I was popped out proper fucking however fucking late in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning. And still up again. Still up again. 8 minutes and 26 seconds to make these racks. Yeah. Rack City, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
You don't get the name Titty Boy by sitting on your fucking titties. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Right.
So anyways, so that's the message today, is what I was really getting at with the whole fucking, we made it 8 years ago, other than flexing on you fuck assholes. It's just that, like, at the end of the day, that's the reality. The ground that so what can you bitches really say about me? Because right now, that's what's kind of coming to a head. Many people, every step of this journey to building what me and Dennis have built, that you're currently, like, on right now, it was like, you fuck-ups, you fucking idiots, you fucking suckers. Because it was just like, you guys aren't doing this right every single step. Yeah. And then the Saturn in us every time was like, it doesn't matter, babe, because if the fucking dissertation is due in 2 months, I have 2 months to get to the same fucking goal. And it's not just that we do things creatively and ethically in our own way, because we do that, and we're definitely gonna, and we're also like, as we're so creative and we have so much imaginative energy that we also have time to be a pain in the ass. Like, that's one thing about us, we're gonna be a fucking menace every time when it comes to the shit. You tell us to do one thing, we're gonna literally just scratch the whole thing and do it a different way just because you said something.
Right.
Just because you suggested something, like type of frequency. So, you know, that's really where Dennis and I are dwelling right now. Like I said, I tried to explain to you hoes. You were like, Alexis, like basically put your coochie hole in the fucking video camera, prove to us that you really are what you are. And I was like, I can't do that right now. Why? Certain things are veiled. The earth has to catch up. Now, though, you're looking at me and Dennis like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, they see it.
Why would I ever treat these two people like this? Yeah, I bet you when you saw that 2024 film capsule, how did you feel? Oh, you thought I meant capital, like a lowercase castle? No, when I say like, see, because I told you girls, with me and Dennis, like that's why I was trying to tell you, like the whole homeless era for us, karmic lesson, because that's not even the context of like what we're on. Like we are just definitely like the next generation right after major curse breakers. Like Dennis's parents and my parents in our family line represent the exact same thing.
Right.
So they have amassed a massive amount of wealth in comparison to anyone else in their family. Huge. I'm not even saying their wealth is like a general wealth, but I'm saying from like what our family lineage, yeah, are both of our parents specifically, and amongst their brothers and sisters and shitski, are those guys.
Right.
So that's why you could look at my direct first cousin, you could look at Dennis's direct first cousin, and you're gonna be like, you could look at our fucking, you could look right across the way, and it would be a very different expression, because the curses that our parents broke with their bohemian lifestyles, respectively, are pretty much, because our parents have a lot of Aquarian energy in them, also just like dormant Aquarian energy, which is cool. I think that has a lot to do with why they like walked very unique paths. I don't mean like what they do as a whole is like never been done, but I mean like they really had to step out of the predestined identity to be in the soul identity type of thing. So I tried to tell you guys, like, you guys finally can kind of understand even the pain I was going through. Because when I talk about, like, losing my best friend, right, to heroin, like, it'd be one thing if, like, yeah, like, that makes sense. It's just the unnecessary aspect of it. It's like, I wish she could have developed a heroin addiction to die from. You know what I mean? But it wasn't even that. It's like a one-stop shop and it popped out type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you're gonna go out from it, I wish you got to live with it, but you really did, you know? So that's kind of what I mean. It's like, it's more of the unnecessary stuff that's like, whoa, this is so crazy. Or like people having like absurd low self-esteem in our family is just like,
yeah.
Why? Because it's cap. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't have this like comprehensive life full of like a lot of intention, and my husband goes the same way. You know, I think it's a big mistake that the businesses had to be completely unsupported the entire time through their creation. I think it's a big mistake. I think everyone in our family will deeply regret that. For themselves. I mean, there's nothing to regret about the businesses. They're just gonna deeply regret that, like, this is the evolution of the curse breaking they did and the wealth accrual that they did receive. I always cite I'm gonna be doing my mom's literally, her literal working title right now is director. My dad is literally a seer. So when you literally look at the two things that make up what my occupation is, it's both of my parents. Right. Both of them. Dennis is the exact same fucking guy.
He's the fucking principal of his
He's a principal of his architecture firm.
And he also, he has the skill of being an architect. I feel like it translates.
Your mom just has the fucking royalty. She just comes from the fucking royalty. Like, you can't, most women don't get that, because you don't get an architect. Like, an architect's not just a smarty, they're like an artist. So, you know, you gotta like meet a lot. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my mom literally just like lives off the royalties of that.
Of just being a high quality ass bitch who's not gonna have to do too much.
Right.
So, like I said, with us, it's not really that new, it's not really that niche, but I feel like the word for today, if you need a little inspiration, just run the page up. Everything I've ever fucking said is inspirational, but also at this point, really, the inspiration comes from, I mean, if you were to tell me from last summer, which I just released the time capsule from, to this summer, the entire 365 days of that summer to this summer, I was like, I failed all the way. Like, most days I was like, nothing changed and I'm failing. whole time I look back and I'm like, whoa, that's what the pauses are all about. Because you do need to be able to be consciously aware and processing like what your transformation has been. But that's what I mean. Most transformations are gradual. When you really look at it, like if in 6 months you've gone from one consciousness for someone and then to a complete, like, we're underwater in the depths. I mean, you just need to take that at like, it's moving very fast. And I think that that's what Virgo is showing us, is like, it's accounting for all the ways that like things were moving under the surface. You know what I mean? Because they were, you know? And I really, if there's one thing, I'll close on this. If there's one thing I want my legacy to really do to dismantle aspects of systemic bullshit as this collapse is happening, I really want my example to, and especially the way that I was able to really explain my positioning through all of it, even when I didn't think I was in the proper positioning. I really want to leave a legacy that lets people have more ease and surrender. Like, I want more people to be like less dogmatic when it comes to like uncharted areas of life that we're trying to like move into and through. I want people to be able to be more present, as in like, you really don't have to be responsible for the future when you are moving from your heart chakra, when you are moving from an open, clear, and healed and whole heart. And so when you're doing that, you could never be led astray, because your heart has no map to some bullshit destination. It only has the jackpot. That's the only place your heart can take you. So let's just give you girls one fucking, I mean, you kidding me? This is so beautiful, right? The sun finally, because here's the thing, I know I've healed, but I'm also just like, it's not that I can't tell. It's just that, like, the sensation of healing your vessel is like always the same. Like I said, I don't necessarily feel, even though like, for example, my body transformations have completely changed since I went vegan, since I've changed my lifestyle, as opposed to like maybe 12 to 15 years ago in my life. Right. Yet I don't actually, like, the body dysmorphia of it all, like I don't actually feel any different. Like, my body still feels the same to be in as it did when I was like completely on a different health regimen. Right. If you could even call it a health regimen. You get what I'm saying? And so because that sensation of feeling doesn't really change, even if you fucking hit the fucking injectable fucking weight loss syrup, whatever, that you girls are on. I mean, even if you do that, the thing that's the dangerous part of this fucking, the preying on that, is that it doesn't actually even feel any different. Yeah. Like, being alive is not even something that's really ascribed to the weight you're carrying. But the weight that's stored in us can absolutely stop the flow of our own energy. So, just check in with why we're storing certain things. Holy shit. This is the message of, oh my fucking goodness. You see, Instinct? This is you today. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Somehow, even though, word to Angel Olsen, you know, we really had to be losing to get here on time. We really had to lose the whole way to the top. Lose. Because every single loss built up this reputation, you know? And it's not the losses that define your reputation. Not one bit.
Like, the aura is crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You can't even calculate aura. Like, I can't feel aura right now. Like, I can't be like, what's the aura points? Right. That's why I invest in archive, because it's like, we really don't know. Like, even right now, I kind of have a grasp on like what I'm thinking, but we don't really know all that's present right now. So Virgo, just let it sift all that to the top for you. Let it bring all the way to the top of your awareness. And also, if we haven't let go of time, let go of time. It's like not even needed. You don't need the fucking 24 hours that these guys give. So my life has been one day. It's all one day. You know, popped out was one day in terms of God. That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all waited for so long. You're like, oh no, I'm pushing 40. Oh no, like it's not. I don't have the time. Baby, 40 years? That's not a real time. God was like, you came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Get to it. What's the excuse, Key? So I don't know. This Virgo season's looking cray. 19 minutes of cash, bro. That's what I'm saying. I always do my work when I can get it done.
Hey, off of avocado toast and a fucking...
Yeah, I'm about to be off a bean with avocado toast. I'm about to be off a bean with this God is good fucking coffee right now. So it's like, okay. I pull them 2 cards. I can't even tell you how much that's worth. Like, that's the one thing about me. I was like, these psychic visions are going to cost... They're going to cost a price that I'm going to set. Yeah, they are. They're not a price that someone has to pay. It's just a price for me so that when I'm doing it, I come with the awareness that there's an intention that's been put in.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I could do you like these readers, do you? fucking $55 for a 2-card spread. The fuck?
Right.
Now I'm ready to fucking go run, bro. I'm like ready to go like.
Yeah.
Not
It's already time, bro.
It's already time to get at it. So fucking get. See? I don't know what your fucking forum for work is, but we just clocked in 19 minutes,
that's
59
what I'm
seconds.
I'm sitting here in the time just enjoying my coffee and like I'm already making shit that I feel like I already know is like, yeah, money is like
it's that
directly
fucking
attached.
easy.
Every
It's that
time.
fucking easy.
Every time it's direct dollar attached to what we do.
Because when you do it the Virgo way, why did I name my fucking shit Virgo St. Northman? Why? Because, well, it's because of personal for me, but when you really do something the Virgo way, you're really crossing your teeth and dotting your eyes. But it's not even just that. It's like Virgo worries about the things that like actually do affect the experience, but like aren't embedded in the experience. So like I'm about to go ziplining in Tanzania for the first time with my family on vacation, yeah? But something that might help the experience, you know, is like, well, ziplining across a jungle, I'm gonna be in a harness. You know, so my body and how that feels will affect the experience about like how fun it is. That's not really necessarily something you would think about though. So Virgo's like, maybe don't eat, you know, I don't fucking know, don't go and eat the steak and egg breakfast before you hit the zip line, right? Because you might, you know, you be on the zip line, you're like, this is so fun, but it might, you know, might fucking hurt your tummy or something. It's stuff like that. And so right now, you know, being fucking sexy and unrelatable is like, ow.
Yeah.
It's good for everybody, you know?
Like I said, yeah, we were just good for the economy last night. That's why we stepped out. It was like a good day for the fucking...
We had to boost the economy, yeah.
Right.
We have to.
That's,
like at this
sometimes
point...
the responsibility just will fall on you, and it's just time to, like...
You know what? I might as well make this a YouTube upload. Let me give these girls a quick spread. You get it? You get it now? I can keep going. I don't even care. We can put anything on these archives. You get what I mean? Like, check back in. You guys sure? Holy shitski. Look at this. I don't think we are aware today how many people are in this position when it comes to us. 5 of Wands. I think a lot of people are becoming aware, like, oh, you're on this too. Like, a lot of people are really like, wait, you're on this too. Yeah, it's going to be the way for you guys. It's going to be the way for you guys. A lot of creative new beginnings, right? 5 of Wands. Wow. I just feel like people finally are clear, like, oh, oh, we didn't, like, you did. Again, you can do the rigamaroo is what I'll tell you. You can do the fucking rigamaroo with the 5 of Wands. With the fucking IKEA furniture with no instructions in fucking Swedish. You can do it, like, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean you know what you're supposed to do next.
At the end of the day, do you want to?
Right, because many people were guarded to this. This is what you were supposed to do next. It's just over time, though. The Knight of Pentacles, right? This is the place where God's like, you can be messy. This is failing all the way to the top. People right now are like, how did you...
This cover is stuck to the top right now, bro. I feel like that's... Yeah, we fucking...
He's sneaking stuff. See, y'all better be listening because he's telling you all stuff that hasn't even fucking happened yet. So he's leaking things right now that hasn't even happened. But I'm trying to tell you, girls. People don't understand that. They're like, you failed all the way. You were wounded the whole way through. You didn't...
To these guys, yeah, we stuck to the top.
To these guys.
They were like, y'all fucking suck.
But today, it's like, oh, how did you do... Because this is how people are looking at me. They're like, what? And no, because it's not, it isn't just, it's happening the way people think. Like, she didn't do anything but walk all day and she has this coming to her. No. This coming in, Knight of Pentacles, which was always coming in, comes in so that you realize if you're dealing with someone else's life, the narrative about them, it's the one they're telling you. It's like what they're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's actually not even about me, like, being like, oh, everybody should just do nothing. That's not what I'm promoting here either. I do more than the average person. I expect more of myself than the average person. Most of you would not sacrifice shit for God. I'm not even kidding you. You wouldn't even put down a fucking piece of flesh for God. You wouldn't even fast for God for 20 minutes.
Facts.
You wouldn't.
Facts.
No shade, but you wouldn't.
The reason we get it.
Most of y'all don't feel like that's what you're supposed to do. Most of y'all think like the creator's here to provide for me. Okay, keep thinking that. Yeah. But you'll never have Alexis fucking Taylor, Dennis fucking Galindo, fucking the second fucking shit. You'll never have that because you get here by massive sacrifice. Not to your vision, for God. Like 90% of what I did in the last fucking 3 years had nothing to do with my art business. Like the amount that y'all see, y'all think we've done a lot. We would have done 45,000 times more than what you even saw here had we not actually been called and focused in a completely different place. We were only focusing on spiritual warfare for like 3 solid years. Just doing side missions on behalf of... You think I get anything out of it going to my mom's house? No. You think I get anything out of going to my brother's house? No. None of that. those were all things that I was called to do to help make sure that my bloodline, which is too valuable to be veering off course, stays on course. You know? This is gonna freak people the fuck out. Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. That's what I mean, dude. People are like, I swear to God, Alexis and Dennis were Five of Wands. I swear to God, that's what I'm saying. People thought you were I also think this just has to do with like people thinking you were in a different place in development, and it's like, nah. They thought you didn't know what to do with it, and you're like, no, I'm here celebrating a union. I'm not actually here. Because I don't, like, these are people that need guidance about how to erect the next structure, about how to make it successful. God is saying to you, when this Knight of Pentacles arrives, you will realize the narrative collapses and you were only ever this. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Because every time I go downtown, it's no different. Matter of fact, the pictures I take at 28 on 6th, bitch, been the same since I was 14. Literally, we could go back into the fucking cloud ski. It's like, it's not actually, it's same city, same bridge. My mom worked on that bridge for 27 plus years. It's not even like, that's what I'm saying. For us, the Virgo frequency is like, it's crazy that there's these big of blessings coming in, because it's like, it would come in from the things that you are in your routine, right? It would come in from the things that like you're already always doing, good or bad. Yeah, this is what I mean. All it takes in the recent past for me and Dennis to get to where we were, you just gotta work with like one eternal like fucking input. Like if something in your equation of what you're about to erect or build or create is eternal, meaning you'll have it forever, you can just start there. Me and Dennis were like, we don't know. We were 20, bro. We were 20, and like I'm telling you, we didn't, like, I wasn't a college, I was like, you know, I was 20. Like I was 20 and I didn't really give up. You know, why would I? You know, I thought I was fucking grown and I was. The shit we were doing at 20 was crazy. I was picking my soulmate proper, like I was a conscious ass bitch. I was like, you, like, you know, I was like, that's the one. So we were doing crazy shit. Don't sleep on 20-year-old us, but that's what I mean. People are gonna be like, what? They're gonna fucking love our story because it's also real as fuck, bro. We didn't have some, take over. No. It was like, I'm fucking with this guy. I feel like it could be a fucking forever ting. Two pentacles. Just knowing that we could sustain each other, like our presence, we just went off. We kind of go in every direction. And the best way, in my opinion, the fucking advice I would give if you're fucking feel like, yo, what they did is very similar to like maybe like how I feel I would express like myself or some shit in the future. Here's what I would advise. Let yourself really roam into whatever. Like really be open-minded and open-hearted when it comes to like defining yourself, no matter where you are. Treat every year of your life like you're in your like you're 20 years old. Like your 20-year-old Alexis about to pull up to a Target parking lot. Treat every year. It doesn't matter if you're 59, doesn't matter if you're 83, doesn't matter if you're 41. It doesn't matter. Treat every day like you really are just dawning on a new adventure. Yeah. And in that adventure, in order to see yourself, let yourself go where you feel passionately pulled to create. I'm gonna tell you, that's what made this relationship. It's the passion of it. It's still alive. It's just so fucking, I mean, it's proper at this point. It's so much more, there's just so much more built in. The passion is such a burning fire, and it, like, our passion really is honored through, it's just kind of the source of all the things we do now, you know? And so, just do that, and then the earth angels are gonna alchemize your shit. Like, just let yourself do whatever, and eventually you'll come into balance, which is what we did. First, like, 3 years of our relationship, we kind of just did fucking whatever. We lived all over the place. We were, like, doing everything, you know? And that was so important because first of all, most people don't even know what hobbies they would want to do if they had hobbies. They're still in survival mode half the time. Like, they don't even, you know, so it took a lot to understand who we are and, like, what we really like. But it wasn't even with the idea of building one thing. It was just following love. It was just, like, follow fucking loving life right now. Find the feeling that you want to be feeling in your life and protect it fiercely. Yeah. You know, if you want to be feeling euphoria,
then get to feeling it.
Then euphoria. Fucking shit, bro. Type of thing, right? King of Wands. So that was our recent past. Because you do that, and then eventually, Page of Pentacles, the Chariot. That's where we're at now. That's what people are like, wait, how did you I thought you were, because a lot of people were speaking to me, even like in my family members, even my dad, who's been the most supportive of me and Dennis, without like from a healed, like he's a man of God. That's why he's like, it's a different than support. He's like a believer. So that's really important. But even him, he didn't know, like he doesn't just know like what we're on for the tour. My dad doesn't know what the fuck's going on for the last 10 years of my life. So when I'm coming in, he's like taking it on. He's such a fast learner, and he's so like perceptive and amazing in so many ways. But even he thought we were coming in needing a lot more like help building the shit. He just doesn't know. And I'm like, oh no, it's not even there. You gotta use the potty.
Yes.
I do too. I'll finish this though. See, I gotta use the potty and I gotta do the work. Page of Swords. Here, I'll bring. Will you bring the plates and I'll go wash them in a second as soon as I'm done with this. Thanks. So, Page of Swords. Page of Swords also is, there's a message that comes in again, where it's like, I realize now, people realize now, we all realize this now. That it's like, that doesn't even have a structure though. Like, that which I could have been investing in, that I had to, this is the Knight of Wands that like kept walking. This was us last night. We were like, we're the investment. We're already in union. We don't have to go to people who are trying to like scramble, because that's not our vibration. You get what I mean? A lot of King of Wands energy. Oh my God. Holy shit. I told you, it's like my high priestess saw it. It was like, I already know. I mean, I know I'm at the Knight of Pentacles. The thing is like, the journey wasn't one thing. Like, that's why I just kind of have to, I'm telling you, like, people laugh at the formatting of how I do socials or how I do just like expressing myself in general. And I just want to tell you, that's how life goes. Life is like jazz. It's fucking bloop, random thought, bloop, random thought, bloop, spirit communication, bloop. Like, it's, you know, you talk about my ADHD slimes, my ADD slimes. Like, I mean, that's really what it is. Like, we're just kind of bouncing the fuck around. All this shit is happening all the time at once. Like, I don't ever want the timeline to not represent that it's like all happening at once. It's not just like, it's not one thing. It's not even like the thing that I'm telling you I'm working at, because I could be working at something really hard specifically and wanting to be seen for that, but then there's like all the fucking shitty farty other shit that goes on in life that people also need to see. So people will respect me for as such, because it's not even that I'm doing this to be the person that just like does the thing that like probably everybody's fucking doing now on fucking streaming services, right? It's not even that. It's that like, I am a big artist. That's like something that's meant to happen. Everybody sees the fucking big star frequency. They're like, are you some sort of celebrity? What do you do, right? Okay, great. The same with my husband, right? That's because they see the origins of our soul. So we're big guys. I already told you guys. I told you guys that years ago. I already disclosed. Okay, whatever. You can probably even figure it out, bitch. Go to your fucking site chart readers and go ask them who we were in a past life. You can fucking figure it out. But anyways, for me, being in this place now where it's like people already see that's what I'm actually doing. It's like, well, it's equal parts. It's a nuanced story, because I'm doing the Aquarian thing where there's a part of me that's like, don't try this shit at home because you're not me. You won't have God's favor, because don't try to replicate my favor. The favor is for me. You're not going to get it in what you see here. But then the other half of the fucking experience that I show you here is that anybody could get it. Like, anybody could get what this is. You get what I mean? So, Seven of Pentacles. I'm telling you, the investment. Somebody new. This is just, it's God's story. God's just writing the story. Like, every time I can make it, for me, God will tell me whatever God needs to tell me so that I can actually do it. I was telling Dennis, and for me, it was even huge with like, if God, for example, like in terms of my health goals, God could have been like, okay, Alexis, the end result of like what highest timeline you looks like this, has this BMI. It could be, they could tell me like the data of it, and if it was like, you got 3 years to get there, I wouldn't even know how to get there or be motivated to do it. So if it wasn't for homelessness and fucking having nothing else, I wouldn't have even done the things that I knew I had to do in order to even be in my highest timeline. Which is why in the end I have to tell you, you're like, mind you, I'm not saying to spiritually bypass yourself. I'm saying do it exactly as I did it. When I was going through the fire, through the fucking firmament, when I was going through the shitski that was refining my character and burning away darkness and nefarious frequencies from my entire cellular makeup, when I was going through those things by myself, yeah, what I was trying to say is be a human about it. Go through a karmic cycle, fucking go through a scary ass abusive relationship and fucking express the fuck out of it. Like, be insane, because in the end, mind you, the reason I express so fully the range of everything that I feel whenever I'm going through something is because you are not going to get paid back for it. You're not. Like, 90% of the time, here's the truth. Everything that happens to you is literally happening for you in your life, and it's also of your own creation. So even moments where you feel victimized are a part of your own attractive nature. And so you have to take accountability in that. And so when we're taking accountability for things like that in life, I feel like Spirit always puts it on my heart to be like, okay, Alexis, now remember that. Remember that at the end of the day, you know, realistically, you're going to come through this experience right now that you're having that like is really maybe difficult for you. And the wisdom of it is just that somehow we got through it and that I'm going to be here to tell the story, right? So when it comes to like how bad it could feel to be like evicted or to be like sleeping in your car or to like fall out with family or, you know, to address your abuse or to like tell a secret or tell the truth, you know, it can be really difficult to do all of these things in life. And when we're going through it, and I would say be the fucking shit pinata that you are. Like, I would say do that, because in the end, you're going to get the wisdom from it eventually. And being a shit pinata and like all that really is doing in terms of advice is like helping you build trust for yourself. Because the worst thing about life is that most people don't trust themselves. And not trusting yourself is also a big connection to like not being source, like not trusting a source. Like, because if you don't trust yourself, you definitely aren't a believer, because the reason you don't trust the source of your life, right? If you don't trust yourself, you don't trust the person who's like making it all happen for you in terms of your day-to-day, like what you're going to be doing. And so do you understand what that says? It's the reason why many of you can't connect to a concept of God, because you can't connect with God through self-hate. Like if you're still self-sabotaging and shit, like that's not where God dwells. Like that's the absence of God, right? That confusion state, like God, there's no confusion when you're really dealing with the Most High. There's only clarity, because everything has a reason. Even darkness, even trauma, like it's not confusing. And that's one thing that I really preach here, is that like I talk about really complex subject matter because life is complex. But at the end of the day, it's not confusing. Like one thing, like someone could literally rape my inner child physically, like, and I could sit up here and be like, okay, but even that trauma is, it's not confusing to me. Like how A plus B equals C, how did we get here? I can tell you, you know what I mean? So even things that are confusing in nature, like why would someone do that? This is what I mean. This is right now. Being distinguished from those who are, this is what I mean. This is what's happening right now. Were they locked out, or was it designed that God was using this opportunity to distinguish them? Do you get what I'm saying? Many people see the Five of Pentacles and they're like, you're just locked out. But it's actually when you're outside of the club and someone offers and extends you something that can bring you inside of yourself. It's an internal union. But it's about distinguishing you. Like part of the reason, like I said, this is very recent what's been going, like all the trauma that's been happening is like Saturn return shit for me and Dennis. Like we're like, sorry that right now the art is a little bitchy and pissy and like hormonal, because that's just where we're at. Like we're volunteering for our Saturn return, so we're not even like waiting proper for this shit to pop off. We're like, let's have at it, Saturn. Let's get through it. So a lot of the things you're seeing and hearing me go through are super historical in context, because I'm exposing to you guys like what would set back my lineage, like what sets back my people, not just me, you know? And so that is so valuable. I can't even but I had to ascribe a value to it in order for me to produce my business at the level that it needs to be produced at. Because again, without the awareness of what is the value you think this fucking water bottle is, what is the value of you doing a spread right now or recording for 37 minutes? If I don't have a gauge of that, I'll be recording for 37 minutes and not even fucking know. And bitch is gonna come in and slide on me and do all this crazy shit. Fucking cut me down. You know? So set value in your own life. Like how valuable are things that you do for you. Not money, value. This motherfucking divine masculine is just getting all types of fucking enlightenment. It's really gonna enlighten people. This is the divine masculine to this divine feminine. But this divine feminine, this is also part of the feminine rising, the fucking end of the patriarchy. So we're coming back into divine union timelines and templates now. So I think this is the first time that the masculine, because the patriarchy has fallen and collapsed, the masculine is now getting a new perspective, because it probably has never actually seen the feminine in its full power. Like the feminine has always existed and you could liberate yourself based on your individualness, but is at a collective level. We haven't had the divine feminine in this level of empowerment before. Right? Where this is how she makes stands. Because that's what kind of is being rejected in us, because there's been an exploitation of the masculine energy from both my bloodline and Dennis's bloodline because of the gendered BS, you know, because of the heteronormative agenda that negatively affects all of us. You know, it's not even just like it's not even like anti-straight people. That's not even what the discourse really is at a political level when we're talking about like the harms of heteronormativity. When we normalize aspects of heteronormativity, it's about taking sex out of context, right? When we talk about something like the intimacy and the power and the magic behind sex portals and sex rituals and consenting to consensual sex, those things really, like, that's an individualistic experience, absolutely. And so again, when I talk about in terms of sex education, there are very few experiences that we can really speak to homogeneously, okay? And so again, even in that experience where it's like, you know, the agenda that gets passed about ascribing deep gender that has deep roles and functions in our society, and then exploiting the intimacy and the sacredness of, guys are super squabbling right now. Damn, girls, what's going on? Something's coming. Something beautiful is coming. So anyways, heteronormativity really affected people. It's super affects women and men, because you're being put into, at the end of the day, being ascribed a role indefinitely, like in a marriage, in a family, in a whatever, is insane. It's insane. I'm a person. What? Stop. But it's what preyed on my family for so long. Oh my fucking God. That's what I mean. To get to the King of Pentacles, you have to make Five of Swords decisions. You have to say, what can I cut out? What is for me? Because today, I'm at that place, 41 minutes in, I'm at that place now. I was going to put this on the gram ski, but it ended up being like a fucking YouTube ski, because why not? Keep doing my little fucking shit and keep getting my little day job going. So people can't say nothing about me. But to be at the King of Pentacles, at the end of all of this, to have a physical kingdom that you're funded for, came from the very, like, I'm gonna let it go. It had, like I said, along the way, most people were Five of Swords, me and Dennis. But the Five of Swords is a really great place to be, because it's a lose-lose. Meaning, I'm not gonna go back and forth and argue with you, because I still wanna have the same goal. Like so many times with our parents, they're looking short-term. Like, you and Dennis need to understand the value of working. We don't understand why you're not super worried about, like, short-term finance. And I'm like, first of all, I can't even entertain the conversation, because I was like, I wish you would literally look. You guys can see how hateful some of our, like, you can see the spirits in the darkness that's in our own bloodline. You know what I mean? The crab in a barrel, because you guys know. You're like, that would mean that their parents just don't even look at them. That means that they were probably, like, that's what I told my parents. I was like, you're not going to love this part of the fucking docu-series. I'm going to be honest with you. Because y'all's neglect is very apparent. Like, you can tell Dennis and I were, like, deeply neglected children in certain aspects of life, because all of the best things that we do, no one knows. No one, and we're doing it in their fucking homes right under their nose. Not even under their nose, outside in the public. I'm in the fucking public airwaves in the backyard right now. You know what I mean? But for people to not know is extremely, like, telling of the sorts of neglect that children go through. And I just, God forbid, that if you're a parent right now, like, your child might be like me. It might have fucking latent ancestral gifts. It might have fucking earthly gifts. It might have any combination of the sort. And you don't want to be someone that's like, holy cow. It's not just like that I don't want people to see my party. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's that it's like they don't really see my business. Like, they don't even, like, nobody knows. Nobody even knows, like, what the fuck, it's like, what the fucking daily commitment even is for me, you know? But again, like, a lot of our parents with me and Dennis are just, like, talking about, like, no, you gotta understand how important it is to set yourself up for value, whatever. And I'm like, we're not, every time I get in these arguments with these guys, I'm like, we're not disagreeing. We're just looking at the long term instead of a short term. You're already trying to say, if I don't kick you out now, you won't get a job. I'm like, I have a job. You're not even looking at it. You don't even care. You don't even understand. I don't even do, I just have a job. You want me to go fucking work at Dollar Tree? Sorry, it's like getting loud. Okay. These girls want me to go work at Dollar Tree so bad. And I'm like, I don't have to go work at Dollar Tree because I do something very comprehensive. Like, Dollar Tree is going to be a lot less work for me than what I'm even asking to do right now on a daily basis, you know? Or whatever. And so it's been a lot of, like, we're not even disagreeing type of shit. Like,